that old restaurant was kind of left to rot for quite a while, but I want to reassure you. Hello and welcome to your new summer job at the new and improved Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. I'm here to talk you through some of the things you can expect to see during your first week here and to help you get started down this new and exciting career path. Now, I want you to forget anything you may have heard about the old location. Some people still have a somewhat negative impression of the company. That old restaurant was kind of left to rot for quite a while, but I want to reassure you, Fazbear Entertainment is committed to family fun and above all, safety. They've spent a small fortune on these new animatronics, facial recognition, advanced mobility. They even let them walk around during the day. That neat. But most importantly, they're all tied into some kind of criminal database so they can detect a predator a mile away. Heck, we should be paying them to guard you. Now that being said, no new system is without its kinks. You're only the second guard to work at that location. The first guy finished his week but complained about conditions. We switched him over to the day shift. So, hey, lucky you, right? Mainly he expressed concern that certain characters seem to move around at night and even attempted to get into his office. Now, from what we know, that should be impossible. That restaurant should be the safest place on Earth. So while our engineers don't really have an explanation for this, the working theory is that the robots were never given a proper night mode. So when it gets quiet, they think they're in the wrong room. So then they go try to find where the people are, and in this case, that's your office. So our temporary solution is this. There's a music box over by the prize counter, and it's rigged to be wound up remotely. So just every once in a while, switch over to the prize counter video feed and wind it up for a few seconds. It doesn't seem to affect all of the animatronics, but it does affect one of them. And as for the rest of them, we have an even easier solution. You see, there may be a minor glitch in the system, something about robots thinking he's an endoskeleton without his costume on, wanting to stuff you into the suit. So hey, we've given you an empty Freddy Fazbear head. Problem solved. You can put it on any time and leave it on for as long as you want. Eventually, anything that wandered in will wander back out. Something else worth mentioning is kind of the quirky modern design of the building. You may have noticed there are no doors for you to close. But hey, you have a light, and even though your flashlight can run out of power, the building cannot. So don't worry about the place going dark. Well, I think that's it. You should be golden. Check the lights, put on the Freddy head if you need to. Keep the music box wound up. Be secure. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you
Noche 2.
Those are from the previous location. We just use them for parts now. The idea at first was to repair them. They even started retrofitting them with some of the newer technology. But they were just so ugly, you know? The smell. So the company decided to just go in a whole new direction and make them super kid friendly. Those older ones shouldn't be able to walk around. But if they do, the whole Freddy head trick should work on them too. So, whatever. I love those old characters. Did you ever see Foxy the Pirate? Oh wait, Foxy. Oh yeah, Foxy. Hey listen, that one was always a bit twitchy. I'm not sure if the Freddy head trick will work on Foxy. If for some reason he activates during the night, and you see him standing at the far end of the hall, just flash your light at him from time to time. Those older models would always get disoriented with bright light. So it's called a system restart or something.
Voleibol. Voleibol.
Try that on any room where something undesirable might be.
Balloon.
It might hold it in place for a few seconds. That glitch might have carried over to the newer models too. One more thing, don't forget the music box. I'll be honest, I never liked that other thing. It's always thinking, and it can go anywhere. I don't think the Freddy mask will fool it, so just don't forget the music box. Anyway, I'm sure it won't be a problem. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Soft like winter, in your passion, I was lost. 'Cause it's too cold.
They thought the first one was too scary, so they redesigned them to be more kid-friendly instead of in Kids Cove.
I've been out here for a
To keep the
minute.
toddlers entertained,
Hands clenched as I walk through the
But
fog.
kids these days
Right in the
don't
water,
keep their hands to
smoking
themselves.
the air,
The
filling my
staff
lungs.
literally had to put
You a
Foxy
friend.
back together at the end
They're
of
torn
every
down,
shift.
seeing your lies.
Eventually, they just
Full
stopped
of
trying and
demise.
left them as some kind of
Blood moon painting
take
red of the
apart,
sky.
put back together
Under the
attraction.
surface,
Now it's
dark
just a
heart
mess
leading
of
you to the
parts.
grave.
I think the
Beautiful
employees refer to
minds,
them as just
pure
the
evil
main
behind the charade. I hear the
Okay,
mourning, I
before I
hear the
go,
cries.
I
Out
wanted
of
to
the
keep your
dark,
mind
stand
about
of the
the
light. You
rumors you
want me
might have heard
gone, you pull
lately.
the trigger
You
yourself.
know how these
Look
local
me in the
stories come and
eyes.
go and seldom mean anything.
I
I can
see
personally
who
assure you that whatever is going on out there, however tragic it may be, has nothing to do with our establishment. It's just all rumor and speculation, people trying to make a buck, you know. Our guard during the day has reported nothing that he's on watch for local until Okay, well anyway, hang in there and I'll talk to
Hungry
you
for
tomorrow.
power, hungry for pain. You kill a man if he gets in your way. I walk through the valley of shadows. I'm not alone, no, I won't fear the hangman's at the gallows. I'm not afraid of the death and the stare. I'll never be like you, I'll never be like you. I'm rising up and I'm ready to fight you, ready to fight you. I'm all in, I've seen you before, you all are the same. You're just another going up in the flames. And if I'm dying to fight, it'll be while I am bringing you down to the grave.
al final. Espero que les haya gustado. No olviden suscribirse y darle like. Nos vemos hasta la próxima. Bye bye fitness.